Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're reviewing episode 9 of um, How the Realist Hero Saved the Kingdom, season 2. And honestly, there wasn't much that happened this episode, but with that being said, I still enjoyed the wholesome moments. So this whole episode just revolved around the slave system they had in the kingdom. So basically they have this slave uh trade, and our focus is a character, Ginger something, and his grandfather died and he was running a slave trade, but now he wants to start a new one, start a new business. And as you can see, as the lady told us, all the people are sad because his grandfather did treat them, good, like fed them and gave them clothes and stuff. So they're really sad because if a man, usually what will happen is they'll either, die, or they'll be used for as disposable labor, or just, the other terrible thing. And that kind of opened his eyes, but and then there wasn't anything he could do, so he just, continued to teach them, give them clothes, and then one by one he sold them. And uh, the king Soma was really smart because he implied an order that said, in order for you to rule a land, you have to know all basics of, school, pretty much. English, writing, reading, math, that. And since the slave knew, they obviously took better care of them. One slave trader said, once the work is done, I'll set you free, and if you want, I'll take you on as, my wives. And so obviously the kind of thought process of slaves are getting better, and then in comes Soma to kind of buy a slave. He comes in with his little disguise, and then the guy, since he doesn't know Soma, he declines and says, um, no, cause she's gonna stay with me for for my new business as an employee. And then Soma reveals to the king, and it was the test, and basically he heard everything that he's been doing, teaching slaves and stuff. He says that's really good, and then he ultimately hires him as pretty much a teacher, where slaves can come and kind of build their intelligence so they could be useful. So basically he turned into a teacher for slaves, and he was kind of testing him if he was the actual person for the job, but as we found out, he was clearly. But even though nothing dramatic happened this episode, I'm very excited for the next episode. Um, you know, as to how this anime will conclude, since we're in its final episode. Since we'll have, how much is it, 4 episodes, 3 or 4 left. So I'm very curious as to how they'll end and stuff. But that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to comment your thoughts and opinions. Thank you and goodbye.